We're ready for tip-off, and these fans are as well. It's their home team getting set to match up with a very formidable opponent. Alongside Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, this... The 76ers begin the game with the basketball. Simmons to Butler. They go down low to Simmons. Out of bounds off Ben Simmons. Curling inside, Joel Embiid swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Simmons to Embiid. Oh, nice find for the basket.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
They go down low to Anthony. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
Looking to take this all the way. Almost. And he's not getting the call. Butler into the front court. Looking to make something happen. And he'll go to the foul line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First one, count it. And he makes them both. To J.R. Smith. Jimmy Butler with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. To J.R. Smith. Has a look. Knocks it down off the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Sixers control it. Simmons to Redick. Simmons to Embiid. Trying to cash in. Shot by Embiid won't go down.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Lets it fly from long range. Knocks down the three-pointer.
It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble, off a quick pass, or off an ISO. When the ball is in this young player's hands, something just feels right.
Simmons into the front court. He'll run the offense to Tobias Harris. Here comes the screen. Butler. Simmons. Not that time. John Henson with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Love. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Flushes it home.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Sexton. Butler to bring it up. Down 3. And stuffs it home. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Cavaliers with the basketball. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
To Colin Sexton. And the basket good at the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Simmons with it. They're down 3. Now pass taken away by Cleveland.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
Woo, I'm not sure if he's part of the Jelly fam or not, but this young player knows how to adjust mid-flight, and he finished that shot with some crazy English.
In the front court comes Simmons. 5-point game. To Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. Not that time. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Sexton to Anthony. Deep left corner. Smith. And scores. Strong take.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Jimmy Butler for 2. Cavs able to clear the rebound. To Colin Sexton. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Cleveland has the basketball. Sexton. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. Butler into the front court. Down 5. To Redick. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Sexton. The rebound belongs to the 76ers. Simmons to Butler. Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Sexton. Slam dunk.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Simmons with it. Under a minute to go before halftime. Out of bounds, off Ben Simmons. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Ball in possession of Cleveland. To Love. Kevin Love, 3 for 3 in this first half.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Embiid. To Redick. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. To Anthony. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Butler, guarded by Carmelo Anthony. Oh, ferocious slam inside. Long key from three-quarters court. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Cavaliers.
We'll start the second half with a decent lead.
It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The 76ers
have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments.
Have a look at the leading scorers for the Philadelphia 76ers.
First half stats. Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Cavs at the controls. To Anthony. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
And a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
Butler guarded by Carmelo Anthony. To Embiid. Here's a chance from long range. Defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Anthony matched up with Jimmy Butler. From long range. Oh, that's how it's done.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Simmons. Not done yet. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
To J.R. Smith. To Anthony. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Here's Simmons with it up top. His guys trail by 10. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Has a chance. Anthony with a shot. That won't go. Sixers have the basketball. To Simmons. Embiid. To Butler. Embiid, good for 2.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Anthony. Here comes the screen. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First one goes down. 2 for 2 on that trip. Sixers control it. Butler defended by Melo. To Embiid. Lays it up and in.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Runner's good there.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
McConnell to Butler. Count the basket at the rim.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Sexton to Anthony. Here comes the screen. Anthony, tough matchup against Butler. Five to shoot for Cleveland. And he finishes at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
McConnell to Embiid. The drive right to the basket. He got a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Chance for the process. Off the mark. Thompson to Anthony. And the finish at the rim.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
McConnell to Butler. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
Now whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Brunson to Embiid. Gets a look. Can't hit. Tough make through traffic.
Usually rookies allow themselves to get sped up because they're so hyped to play against the greats. But you got a different speed to your game. It's called poise.
And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Grayson Allen to McConnell. Driving right to the basket. Got it.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Larry Nance Jr. trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 68%. Off the mark at the line. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Grayson Allen at the line. First try, no good. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Cavs with a sizable advantage. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Brunson to Embiid. Here comes the screen. To the basket is Butler.
Hey, this is our game. Let's take it on. Let's go.
To Anthony. Cavs with 4 to shoot. And finishes strong. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative, because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. McConnell to Embiid. Count the bucket for 2.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Curling inside. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Butler to McConnell. Takes stock of the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. Not that time. To Anthony. Smith. Off the assist.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Embiid. Has a look. Not that time.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Smith. For three. That's rebounded by Embiid. Sixers have the basketball. To Butler. From the outside. Slams it home on the putback. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
To Anthony. Beyond the arc for three. No good. That's great defense. McConnell to Embiid. Baseline drive. Stuffs it down with authority.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air. The Cavs secure the rebound. The Cavs are victorious. They stamp. Shot at the buzzer's good. Not the greatest show of sportsmanship. An already contentious battle has now come to a close.
The Cavaliers did more than just...
Player of the game.
And while you can't track leadership on a stat sheet, it was by far the most impressive thing he did in this game.